Hey everyone, this video I'm going to talk about uh, AI tool that is Codium. So recently I got to know about this one and I have tried it like couple of days and I have found it very useful. When it comes to code quality, there are many metrics that how readable your code is, how much test cases have you written, how the behavior of the test cases are there, whether all of those test cases are relevant or not. So there are many factors comes into picture. So imagine in the developer community, whoever I have contacted with, writing unit test cases is the most trivial task. Most of the time you have to copy paste that one, and after a time when you have to reach the 100% coverage, it's just very trivial. So what if there are actually many tools out there that does this one, but this Codium I have found it very straightforward. There are many features around this one, so I haven't tried everything around here, but couple of things I have tried it. So I am going to show you what I have tried so far, and the most important thing is that it is going to be integrated with my IDE only, IntelliJ IDE and VS Code also. So popular IDE support it is there. Okay, so it's if when it comes to pricing, it's also very important to consider it. It is not free. It actually comes with a plan. There is a 14 days trial. That is what I'm trying out, but otherwise it is let's say it's not free. Actually, you have to pay when you are using it. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this in IntelliJ and see how it is working. So here you can get the link directly in here. So click on this one. It will take you to the plugin directly. This is the one way that you can try. Another one is you go to IntelliJ IDE in here and go to the plugin section, search there directly. Here is the plugin, here is the Codium. You can install it directly from here as well. So this is actually the most popular way that people do. So it is installed and I'm going to restart my IDE and things will be in action. So before I can use it, you have to create an account on this one. So you just have to click on this one, sign in, and you have different options to log into this one. So I already have logged in with my Gmail account, but if you that logging is straightforward, we can do that. This is the plan and pricing that I just explained to you. So you get with Codium AI, you get non-trivial findings, suggestions suggested right inside your ID or Git platform. So you can code smart and stay confident when you push code as you meant it. So this is the integration that is there. So I'm waiting for my IntelliJ IDE. So we just installed in IntelliJ IDE. So it's just going to be there. And if I talk about the support of the languages that is there, so it is currently I think supported in Java, JavaScript, Python is there. So let me see if there is language support there. Code smart, stay confident, and this is there. This is the examples that you can see in here, right? On their source code, it's on their source website itself. So VS Code, okay, language support details are not there. I'll look for that and put the in description box itself. Go ahead and check that out. So in the meantime, I think my IDE is restarted here. So when it is installed, you can see the Codium icons here. Codium tabs actually enabled in here and in here as well. So the moment it is restarted, this is what I can see it is there. The until indexes are built, so it is just indexing. So let the indexing complete, then we can see the screen here. So on the product side, you can see Codiumate IDE plugin, PR agent, Git plugin. So here when you have GitLab or GitHub, it is going to be integrated with that one, and when you raise pull request or merge request, it is going to give a useful suggestion there as well. So other products are in line, like coding agent, coding AI API, and alpha codium that is there. Okay, so I got this one now. So to proceed further, I have to log in into this account. So I can choose any of these one. I'm choosing sign in with Google. So I'll choose the account that I already have created. So I have multiple Gmail accounts, that's what it is showing here. So I'll choose the one that I have account with. Okay, so you will, when you are seeing this window, that means integration is successful. Just close this window and come to your IDE. Now I can see this one, how to generate the test and all that, and this successful plugin that is there, this context. And when you click on this one, you can see the different plugins that are there with the actually different options that are with Codium that I can see. Just single click on this one, open test panel, AI PR assistance, go to setting, and this one logout option here. So what I'll do here, I'll just minimize both of these, and I'll go to the, this is one of the existing microservice that I already have explained in one of the previous videos. So I am just opened it just to showcase this, and because this video is not meant for writing any code, right? So I have opened the controller here. So you see the Codium suggestion, Codium AI, test this class, right? So directly right in here, I can see the different options. Test this method here, Codium AI, these plugins I can see in here, right? So if I go to the service class, any other class that is there, so it is going to show me here as well. So test this class, test this method here. So let's see this create product where there is certain business logic is there. So let's try to test this method. Click on this one. I just clicked on this suggestion and I'm getting this one. Three options are there. Test suite is there, code explanation is there, and code suggestion is there. Each of these three has its own meaning. Code explanation, if there is any complex application, complex code written, the legacy service is there, and I want to understand what this code is doing. So it is going to explain me step by step what it is doing actually. Okay, what output and all that is there, and this thing can work us for the documentation purpose, right? I can copy these things and paste it in the service documentation. Coming to the code suggestion, so it is giving me the alternate option, better option basically that I can do. So I just have to select whatever options that are here, and if I find them relevant, okay, if I find them relevant, I can choose those options that are there. So basically they are static analysis of the code. So whatever best practice is there, it is going to suggest me. So more suggestion, I can click on this one. It is just going to work as a prompt to Codium. It will give me more suggestion around this one. So when we have reviewed these changes, I can go ahead and see make the preparation for code change. So it will automatically suggest me what are the changes that it is going to be giving me. So apply to my code, open a new file, whatever option is there I can choose, and the respective changes will be applied with the click of buttons. So only the manual review is going to be there. You just have to review that what changes it is suggesting. It is based on the best practice that Codium has learned with its own AI and generative AI models that are there. So it is going to suggest me do the manual review and just click on that apply to my code, and changes will be applied. So codex and the third option is the test suite. This is the very important. So generalist instruction, if I want to give it, like what style of unit test I want to write it, given when then select this one, JUnit 5 reference style and number of test cases that I want to write it by. So I have different options to write it, and total behaviors, like how many different options are possible, how many different scenarios are possible with this source code it is giving me, and how many test case at a time I want to write it. So just it has automatically given me the two scenarios here. Okay, so that I can see like let's see the test create product with valid name. So it is giving me assert equals and all that thing. Yeah, awesome. Throw a runtime exception if the product name is null. It is giving me this as well, assert throws exception. So this is really awesome. What I have to do here, so just click on save to file. Okay, and here just I have to select where I want to save it. So go to the location src test product service, and that's all. It had saved. So couple of things I have to do, like org JUnit test. It has I think import, it is taking of the JUnit 4, but I have to make the import of the JUnit 5. So somehow maybe it is not able to take it, but I'll try some other time, and hopefully it should take that one, because it's just import one. I can add it directly, and product service, all these import that I have to make it here manually actually. So let me fix all the imports that are in here. So this assert also, actually if you see on this Codium open test panel, I had selected JUnit 5, but still it is importing JUnit 4. So maybe small issue, but I think this I can fix this quickly. So all the imports that are there, these are from my class only, so I'll be able to do it. So this response, this assert equals, this is also coming in here. Yeah, assert throws, this is the last one, I hope. And on this one, let's see where did I save it. So it is coming in the test. Okay, so here I have, here there is no package here actually, so let me put the okay, so test product, so class name is also a bit different. So automatically creating, so when you're first time doing it, a couple of things you have to try it actually. Not this one, just pick it, go to here, refactor it, rename file, and put this in here and refactor. So this created this one. Now I have all the things in place that is in here. So I think one thing is not there, that is package. So I just have to set it, set package name to this. Yeah, generated by Codium AI and all that. So this is here, right? So just run this. So when I examine this test case that is generated by this one, this is what if I had to write it manually. So this is the same thing that I'll go ahead. Product service, this is the new one, set name, response, creating it. It is calling the get message, and this one. So product service, set name, response, product service, create product. Okay, got it. And then here again, product service, create product, it is throwing runtime exception when there is null name. Both the test cases are passing. So let's try more around this one. Open test panel, and you see there is a style also, right? So generate, when, then style. So this is the default one created. I can choose which style do I need it. Arrange, act, assert, style, use, expect, and variables with diverse inputs and given. So let's go ahead with this one. Choose the JUnit 5. Okay, and behavior coverage 7, total behavior. So let's write more test cases around this one. And auto mock, yeah, whenever necessary, mock the request response that are there. So regenerate the classes, regenerate the test cases for me. Yeah, so it just regenerated all the classes, all the scenarios, test suite 5, 6, or all the 6 test cases it had generated. So this is the first one, given this one, when this one, and then this. So now this is clearly a bit more readable, and it is also tagging happy path, and what is the edge case, happy path, this is the edge case that it is covering, right? This is the other case, test that response object is not null. So now if I have to copy it all, I can copy this right here and paste it in the file, and if I have to save to a file, I can go ahead and again in the same way I can save it to a file. And here file name it is giving me, so I can, this I have to change it, so new test file. So just name it on this product service src main on this test one. I need to save it. Okay, so new test file, yeah, just move it in here. Okay, one more thing, actually I forgot to add Java. Yeah, now this one is coming. Okay, so again I have to rename it new test file, and one more thing, I have to set the package. So I think again in here also I have got, okay, org unit test. This should be at test ng. Okay, it is using, why it is using test ng, because as I had selected J unit 5, actually not sure why it is picking it, but this is how it is doing. So I just have to remove all this one and do the import thing again, all this product service. So that I thought that the import will be fixed when I select the correct one, but it is not fixing that one. Maybe there is some issue with Codium AI tool. So yeah, so assert not null is the last one. So one more is there, response get product create method. Okay, product create response get product is not there actually. So coming here, status code message. So this it generated incorrectly, actually there is no product as such on this one. Get product name, set name, create response. Here status code and message is only there. So this one it did incorrectly, so remove that one. Scenario it identified correctly, but that is not in the object that we are returning. Okay, so now the point here is that, like, I can see this in proper style, like given this request input, when this is happening, calling actual service call is happening, and this is what it is asserting. So this is how I need my test to be happening actually. So a lot of manual codes that are there are going to be removed, like it is going to help us in those cases, like adding the test cases. This is quite cool. Other thing, I already explained you, all the test cases are passing. It's just that I have to review it, open test panel. In that one, code explanation, code suggestion, you can go ahead and select all and make the changes that are there. So this is what I wanted to show you, the initial impression of the Codium AI tool and how it can be integrated, and we can generate the test cases by following the instructions that are there. So it is quite easy. So coming days I'm going to look around more, look for more this one, and share with you guys that how am I finding it useful. Only thing is, like, it is paid tool, and you have to, if you try to use beyond the freemium period, you have to pay a certain amount around this one. So this last point I want to conclude it with the, like, relying on automated tools completely is not possible. So even if it is generating the test cases for us, you have to review what it is generating actually. So now the role is changed. Instead of writing the codes, you are at the reviewer level. All the line by line code and all that thing is going to be done by the AI tool itself. And if there is any problem or anything, it's better and it's quick to fix it on our own again, instead of relying on the AI. So it's not about completely relying on the AI tool, but using the AI tool properly to assist us in development, and that reduces the time. So that's what I take from all the AI tools that I'm using it, and not even AI or any other tools that I'm using, how it is helping me. I never rely completely on that one. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. If you want more videos like this one, do share this video and subscribe the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.